Well, the economy added almost 200,000 jobs in December, a little less than expected, but the unemployment rate fell to 3.9%. Many people are still looking for jobs and looking to just switch jobs and careers. We know that you have questions. The job search can certainly be challenging. That's why we brought in our experts to help you navigate the process for jobs and unemployment. Guilford Works Director Chris Rivera can talk about everything unemployment and how to do your job search requirement. Guilford Works Career Readiness Facilitator Lee Howell will tell you about different recommendations for landing a job and upcoming workshops. And then Will Graham is the COO of Graham Personnel Services, giving you ideas of what other jobs are out there. Again, he is not from the county, the city of Graham. It is Graham Personnel, but they do all of North Carolina. So we want to make that clear. All right, you can text our experts at this number right here, 336-379-5775. You're able to get your answer in real time. So don't hesitate to talk to our experts and text in your question. All right, let's first and foremost, let's kind of go over big picture. It's Happy New Year 2022. What does the job market look like?
You bet. So Happy New Year. The job market is hot right now. There are millions upon millions of jobs available. And also the resignation or quit rate is at an all-time high, meaning folks are leaving their current jobs and heading to other jobs. So massive opportunity available in 2022.
Massive opportunity available in 2022. We like to hear that, especially if you are one of the ones who are looking for a job. All right, so speaking of which, Chris, kind of give us an overall of the economic look for the state of North Carolina, and then when we hone in here in Guilford County.
Yeah, similar to what Will is sharing with us, our economy is really, really strong. Similar to what you reported on the national numbers, locally we're feeling the same. We've seen reductions in our unemployment rate again. We're sitting on, a little over 11,000 residents in Guilford County still not working, but we're seeing jobs grow by the droves. The graphic that we're sharing really just talks about the top employers that are hiring, and coming up at in a news conference, the school system will talk about significant challenges that they're having with bus drivers and things of the like. But as Will said, lots and lots and lots of employment opportunities out there for individuals that are really looking to get back to work.
Yeah, I'm looking at the who's hiring there on the bottom left-hand side, and I saw Cone and I saw Guilford County Schools. So those are two biggest employers are hiring, and we're talking hundreds of jobs at both of those.
Yeah, and this isn't even fully reflective. There's an algorithm that our state uses to pull in those high demand jobs. I would venture to say that it's 2 to 3 times as high as these here. Right. The big number that we really want to focus on, in our community, there's about 43,000 job openings collectively for individuals to tap into.
Yeah, that was the other number that also caught my eye, the 43,000. Okay, so there's that many job openings, which means that you have the ability to switch careers, get trained for something different, see how your skills transfer. One of the ways to do that is to go to an NC Work Center here in Guilford County. So Lee, you're here in Guilford County. You're able to kind of help people resume-wise, figuring out how they can switch into one career to the other. And there's all kinds of workshops to help with that.
Yeah, so definitely. We have a ton of workshops offered both at the Greensboro and the High Point NC Works Career Center. Definitely want you all to dust off your resume, see if it needs to be updated. That's something that we can definitely help out with at the Career Center. We have professional etiquette, job search techniques, interview basics, pretty much everything you need to move around in the job market, whether or not you're re-entering the workforce or if you're switching from one industry to another. Yeah, so definitely take advantage of the workshops that we have, again, at the Greensboro and the High Point NC Works Career Centers. And
I'm looking at that calendar, and we're seeing things all the way from January 10th through the 21st. That's just to give people a snapshot of, hey, this is how many workshops that we are doing. If folks don't feel comfortable going to the workshop, is there a way to do it virtual?
Yes, glad you asked that question. So I offer my workshops both virtually and in person simultaneously. So again, at both the Greensboro Center and the High Point Center, for those who may not feel comfortable coming to the center, again, the virtual option is available. Want everybody to stay safe during this trying time that we're still in. Yeah, so again, it is offered virtually.
Okay. All right. So let's switch to some of the job openings that we can kind of like zero in on and see what's really out there right now in the cities that you live in. So Graham, let's take a look at that. I think you had a board that has something like 700 jobs that are open that you guys are trying to fill.
Yes, so we fill about 200 jobs a week, and we have about 700 open right now in Greensboro, High Point, Asheboro, Thomasville, Winston-Salem, and Kernersville. So just to touch on a few of those, we have a lot of manufacturing and distribution jobs. You'll typically see plant managers, production managers, and engineers in those roles. A lot of maintenance tech openings as well as human resource managers. And then if you're entry level, if you're looking to transfer from an industry, we have a lot of machine operator job opens, assemblers, QCs, material handlers, forklift drivers. Have over 400 jobs in Greensboro alone, 150 open in Asheboro, 100 in High Point. That feel very good and confident that if you're unemployed and you're ready to get back in the workforce, and you feel safe about where COVID is, that it's a good time to rejoin. If you're discouraged on where you work, I would feel very confident of looking elsewhere and seeing if there's something that will be a great fit for you.
Okay. All right. So, Chris, you guys have another pot of jobs that you are looking at and helping people kind of funnel in through. And so you're seeing two main job opportunities for folks here in Guilford County. So let's put up that graphic so that you can see, I mean, it's off the charts for those two at the top.
Yeah, so what this chart is showing us, in the last 30 days here in Guilford County alone, we've added about employers have added or advertised 8,000 new jobs. And you think back to when we met, about a month or so ago, we saw this upper part of the chart being off the chart for administrative types of position. The food service industry, the retail and hospitality industry is really, really, really looking to get some quality talent in there, having added a little over 4,000 jobs just in the last 30 days. Businesses are growing teams and looking for, high performing managers. So you'll see that there are some 3,000 management types of positions, similar to what Will was just talking about, available in our community as well. So it's just such a great time to look at transitioning careers or getting into new fields that you really just didn't consider it in any other time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're seeing the management, right there with all of those jobs, but then you're seeing that it's really the restaurant hospitality that's really like hurting for people. And I'm wondering when does that happen? The next group of up and coming people who want to take those restaurant kind of jobs, if those restaurant people are getting into management jobs.
Yeah, no, so I mean, those, and we have this conversation all the time. We typically think of, and my apology for the dog wanting to Zoom bomb at this time. Restaurants, are getting really hit with individuals that are leaving out. Slide this way. Those are good positions for individuals that are coming out of the K-12 systems that are looking to get their foot into the workforce. And so we don't want that industry to be discouraged because there's still really good workers out there. But for people that are looking to take that experience in the hospitality or, food industry and morph into, management types of positions, now's a really good time to make that transition as well.
Okay. All right. Hey, and we don't mind the dog in the shot, right? We've all worked from home enough that we know that the pets are in the shot. All right. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with your text questions.